Hello, welcome to this update. For Oceania, we do have a low pressure trying to form near the east coast of Australia, and this will bring a lot of rain next few days, especially across New South Wales and spots of southern Queensland. And then we have a high pressure off to the south of Australia, and then today's Wednesday, July 30th, shows like this rain in the Tasman Sea and a lot of rain near the east coast of New South Wales. This goes, a low pressure goes towards New Zealand tomorrow, Thursday, but passes just north of New Zealand. And this rain continues in Australia, like Friday the 1st into Saturday. The European model shows a low pressure near the coast of New South Wales, Saturday. And then this really starts kicking by Saturday afternoon, Saturday night across New South Wales. Shows like a lot of heavy rain as potential like a double system low pressure further north in the Coral Sea, and then there's another one trying to form near New South Wales, but then this one becomes the dominant extratropical cyclone, and then it spins out in the ocean and goes away. So this is just one scenario. Sometimes the European model can exaggerate as well, but let's see the GFS shows like this rain array in New South Wales as well, in Lord Howe Island. That first area goes just north of New Zealand, that low pressure, and some showers continue in New South Wales Thursday, Friday. Then the GFS also forms a low pressure Friday close to Queensland, and then potentially becoming an extratropical cyclone or even a bomb cyclone. But by Saturday the 2nd and Sunday, it spins there, might bring some very gusty winds and rain to burnt pine, even New Caledonia. Sunday into Monday, and Monday it goes away. So there's the icon just for comparison. Show some showers in New South Wales. Thursday, still a few showers, a storm or two. Friday, and then this low pressure starts forming Saturday, August 2nd. It shows the icon has a low pressure in the Coral Sea, another one in the Tasman Sea, one near New South Wales. This goes, blasts New South Wales, very heavy rain, and then that low pressure weakens, and the northern one becomes dominant. Saturday into Sundays, that extratropical cycle goes away towards burnt pine and more areas. So this system has the potential to cause some big impacts in terms of rainfall and also wind gusts. So we're monitoring closely the rain accumulation from the icon until August 5th. It doesn't have that much, but it does have like near the coast more than 100 millimeters. For further north in South Wales, some 18 to 20 millimeters, but especially like 60 millimeters some areas. Sydney could be close to 86 millimeters on the icon in more areas. So this might cause some local flooding in spots in New South Wales and also the islands like Burnt Pine and Lord Howe Island. So this is the icon. The European is similar, just slightly more maybe in some spots like 134 millimeters, some 82 in Sydney, and does have even to 100 millimeters some inland areas and more near the coast of New South Wales. So it does have in Burnt Pine to 166 millimeters and in North Howe Island some 58 millimeters. In Queensland, I don't expect much, just like southern Queensland, a shower or two associated with this or a storm or two, but near the coast, you might see something near the southern coast, but like very little. So be aware. There's the GFS. The GFS has more accumulation near Coffs Harbour and other spots, like even to like 182 millimeters on the GFS. So it's hard to forecast the exact areas that will get the worst, but all of the coast in New South Wales should be monitoring this very closely. So warn others and be aware. Shows more like further south in Newcastle. So the GFS just 53 millimeters. So the European and the Icon are both further south. The GFS is further north with most accumulation. but just be aware in all of those areas. And the general view here shows some front in southwestern Australia as well, some 60 millimeters near Perth in other areas. It does have a weird some surge of moisture in a few spots in Western Australia. Not surge, but just like a few showers, some 26 millimeters, 24, a few areas Western Australia. So be aware there as well. And some some disturbances out in the Indian Ocean, but nothing coming to Australia. But there's some remnants of a disturbance that might bring some showers, like I told you, to Western Australia, but nothing crazy. So here, the map of the European model show like for now it's calm, but on August 2nd, you might get a front in Western Australia around Perth and more areas. So August 2nd until August 3rd. Be careful, Western Australia, the southwestern. And Western Australia shows a shower too on August 3rd as well. This comes, there's some remnant disturbances in the Indian Ocean, especially across West Island and the Cocos Islands. So be aware in those islands of Australia. But then this disturbance that does bring a few extra showers to Western Central Australia. So nothing crazy, but just be aware. And let's see, right now it is July 30th, shows this front in Tonga. This even like an extratropical cyclone, a low pressure system right near Tonga. So I bet there's some very strong winds and storms there now. So be careful. This might affect the southern Cook Islands as well, Thursday, tomorrow, and more spots later for Friday, especially the southern Cook Islands on Friday and Alofi more areas Thursday. So be aware. It shows even like French Polynesia, Papeete, like Railua, and some areas Saturday, a few storms nearby because of the remnants, and still shows like a few showers from surrounding fronts by August 6th. So be aware those areas, and eventually that extra tropical cyclone from Australia after burnt pine in New Caledonia, it might approach Fiji by August 5th. So usually the cyclones head towards New Zealand, but this one is showing further north. So be aware. And now in New Zealand, there's some snow in the mountains, and then there's a cyclone near Waitangi, some strong winds as well. And then it comes down for a while, just a snow shower through this goes, and then the other cyclone goes north of you because there might be a high pressure around New Zealand driving this thing north. But by August 8th shows another potential system again in New Zealand. But things can change there, so just be aware. And here still shows some below average temperatures central to eastern Australia throughout Thursday, tomorrow, Friday, and then it gets slightly milder, but still some below average temperatures in the southwest and in a few areas. So be aware those areas. And here, let's see if I can get the rain accumulation from this model. Yeah, it takes so long, but let's see. So be careful in those areas. The temperatures themselves are still cold. Let's remove this. So shows in Tasmania still an active temperatures. The mountain spots in New South Wales. In the far north, it's warm and tropical. But in the south, even like southwestern Australia, it's some 4 degrees. Even like southern Northern Territory. So still be aware some frost in the southeast, especially. Then Wednesday, Thursday still shows like, especially Friday morning, August 1st, some more negative temperatures. The southeast, central Australia, even to like 2 degrees. Most of Tasmania, be aware, and the mountains in New Zealand as well. Northern Island, but especially Southern Island, the mountains to -5, so 9 degrees in Auckland. So shows Thursday afternoon does get somewhat less cold, but still some 7 to 2 degrees in the mountains and other areas milder. New Zealand even kind of remains cold during the day, and like on August 2nd morning, like from August 1st to August 2nd during the night, shows even to like -7 in New Zealand, the South Islands, and 3 to 0 degrees on the coast. So beware Friday, Saturday still cold, Sunday morning across most of southern New Zealand and southeastern Australia, even like to 6 degrees in Alice Springs, South Australia even to 2 degrees. So be aware those areas like Tasmania, and this cyclone might leave some cold air behind it as well. So still show like by August 3rd and August 4th. By August 4th in the morning shows very cold most of the South Island New Zealand, even to like 0 degrees in Christchurch. So be careful with frost, some snow, and like some wind chills, some colder wind chills. But does show like on August 4th, slightly warmer in Northern Australia, Monday, Tuesday, and still cold in New Zealand until August 5th, maybe beyond. So be aware, this August 7th still show like Southern Australia. So be aware, does show snow like the European is even showing snow in some areas further north than usual, showing like 6 centimeters in these mountains in New South Wales. Even showing some small dots in Queensland, but I doubt that will happen. There's the GFS. The GFS is even more radical, shows like northern New South Wales, 28 centimeters of snow. I don't trust this at all. You can confirm me later if it happened or not, but it's worth watching. The icon has also some snow in this area, so I think there's almost a 90% chance that snow will happen in this area in New South Wales. But I think it might be like the icon, not as severe as the GFS, but you never know. Better watch those areas. The snowy mountains still show like some 1 centimeter, a few areas. The European, the GFS, just like less than a centimeter in the south. So because these extratropical cyclones, some cold air, will bring snow to these mountains further north, because the cyclone be like near Queensland and New South Wales. If it was further south, the snow would be further south as well. So be aware those areas, and let's see if there's something else. The European even shows some random spots in South Australia, but it almost never happens. So be aware those areas, and it also has like some 52 millimeters in Perth, 60 a few areas in South Australia, even to 78 from the other front there. So be aware those areas. Now wind gusts, that's important, but it also changes every single day. So better monitor throughout the days. So it does show this cyclone in Tonga now with like 106 km per gust in Tonga, and into it might go into the Cook Islands later. So please be careful. The worst of the wind stays south of the Cook Islands, but some rough surf expected there as well, and near southern French Polynesia. So beware, and the European show this humongous oceanic cyclone just spinning there in the South Pacific. So this time of year, some very rough surf in southern islands. Be careful. And then in Australia, shows some gusty winds in Bird Pine tomorrow, and then this goes some to the to the eastern New Zealand, but then this cyclone starts forming around August 2nd and August 3rd, some stronger gusts in New South Wales, but it depends how close to land this will form. If this forms closer to land, there's the potential for way stronger gusts to hit New South Wales, so we'll be watching this. But if you are in Lord Howe Island or in Burnt Pine, you should be watching this very closely, even preparing for some power outages because of this wind gusts. Sunday still shows into Monday, the 4th, but let's keep monitoring this in case this decides to form closer to land. But this goes on the GFS, shows here this forms. It also has some strong gusts in Queensland and New South Wales, but the worst is out to sea. So be aware. We'll be watching this very closely. There's the icon to show like some strong winds near Waitangi, New Zealand, because of the other system, and right between both islands. That strait between both islands in New Zealand is famous for strong winds because of the narrow passageway. So be careful. Even shows slightly gusty conditions near northern Australia in the seas there, and Western Australia as this cold front comes. So especially on August 1st and 2nd, be careful near the coasts of Perth and spots in Albany throughout Western Australia, August 1st until August 3rd. So be careful. Show like some stronger winds close to land from this cyclone on August 3rd in New South Wales, but slightly further out to sea. So be aware. And there's this just south of Australia at the same time from the other cold front. So we are watching multiple systems. Just be aware that this is coming, and shows the waves here affecting the southern portion of Oceania in those islands. So be careful of the surf as well. And yeah, let's see if this loaded. This will never load. So let's see here. So shows like just to compare some other models. Let's see what the Canadian model has for this cycle. So this goes, it starts forming this extratropical cycle in 993 millibars. This even looks tropical in a model, but I doubt it will be because it's too cold this time of year for anything tropical. But this goes on August 3rd and goes away. So the rainfall, it does have like February until August 5th, it does show close to 100 millimeters, like to 200, 150 spots in New South Wales. So be careful, some possible flooding coming with this, and warn others. Still some heavy rains in the Samoa Islands and Papua New Guinea, not as heavy as before, it's better now, but still a few showers in Tuvalu, a few showers in Kiribati, but especially heavier Marshall Islands, still some more storms, Micronesia, and those areas. So be aware, and yeah, and if you are out in the Pacific, be watching that earthquake that happened in Russia. The tsunamis, I think it's already gone, but please monitor in case it's still near. But yeah, stay safe.